Today we're talking about the 7Artisans 35mm f1.4 for the Leica M mount. But first, if you're new to the channel, my name is Anson, and on this channel we talk about filmmaking gear, specifically gear for the budget-conscious filmmaker. So if that's you, consider subscribing. Now I do want to mention that I was sent this lens from 7Artisans, but they haven't requested I say anything specifically about this lens, and so you're gonna get my full and honest opinion. This lens is also being used on the Sigma FP with a Leica M to Leica L mount adapter provided from 7Artisans as well. So let's go ahead and break down what I think about this lens, starting first with the overall image quality. The overall image of this lens is really nice. I think it offers good color rendition, the flaring is controlled, as well as the focus breathing is very minimal, which for a lens at this price is a really nice bonus. And so if you are a filmmaker or videographer, you know that you can rack focus without worrying about a ton of focus breathing. With the f1.4 aperture, it does offer some low light performance as well as really good subject isolation. The minimum focusing distance isn't great, and I felt like the focus calibration was off just as a whole. When I did go to infinity focus, it seemed to focus past infinity, and that may have something to do from the fact that I'm converting it from an M mount to an L mount. I don't really know, but I did notice that the focus calibration was a little bit off. Now 7Artisans does offer a version that has extension tubes, and so if you do want a version of this lens to have decent minimum focusing distance, I would check that out, and I'll leave that in the description below as well. Overall, I feel like the image quality coming from this lens is top notch. Even at f1.4, a lot of this stuff I shot at f1.4, and I felt like even then it has its soft points, but to me that just offers some character, and so that doesn't really bother me at all. Okay, so then let's talk about build quality. The overall build of this lens is very solid. The aperture is clicked, but it's not like a stiff click. That actually may bother some photographers, and it's not really clickless, and so it doesn't really help filmmakers. So it's kind of like a weird in-between. However, the focusing ring is buttery smooth, so smooth. No weird hiccups. I felt like there's a good focus throw, and so really nice and smooth focusing ring. It does offer its own built-in lens hood. I do really enjoy the overall design of this lens. Like I said, I'm also using the M to L mount adapter. Now I did have some issues with this adapter. I did have to turn it on the camera a little bit, maybe like wiggle it around to get the picture to show up on the camera, which was weird. But overall, this is a very inexpensive adapter compared to some other M to L mount adapters that may be out there. So between image quality and build quality, what are my overall thoughts? Honestly, if you're looking for a really awesome full frame lens for an L mount camera, or for that matter an M mount camera, because obviously this is native M mount, this is a really awesome affordable option. I think the lens performs really well. It's going to have a really awesome image, great color reproduction, very controlled focus breathing and flaring. And so honestly, as a filmmaker, I may pick up this lens more than some of my Sigma lenses when I'm going to do more of a creative shoot. And so if you are a filmmaker looking for a really awesome lens, check out this lens. If you are a photographer, know that wide open is going to be a little bit soft, and so it may not be something you want to look at if you're looking for a sharp f1.4. But again, this is under $450, and so for a lens at that price, you are getting a really awesome value. So that's it for me. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. If you're digging the content coming from the channel, consider subscribing. As always, thank you for joining. Go and find your journey. Go embrace life. Stay safe, be happy, support each other. Wash those hands. I haven't done that in a long time, but wash those hands, and I'll see you here next time. Peace.